G'day guys, whether you love the iPhone or love the S22 Ultra, which one of these two is better for up close and personal? Now with both of these phones, you're going to want to make sure that both of these functions are enabled. On the iPhone, you're going to go into the settings, now the gear icon like that, go down to camera, go down to the bottom of that again. It's going to have macro control, make sure that box is turned on. And for you Android guys, let's be honest, you probably already know how to do it anyway because you guys play with the phones a lot. But on the, well, out of the millions of people who use them, for the 3 people watching this who don't know how to do this, when you open the camera up, the gear icon at the top left-hand corner, hit that, make sure the scene optimizer is turned on. And when we get nice and close to a subject with that camera, well, 2 little circles will appear down the left-hand corner. If they're not yellow, touch them, make them yellow. That will enable the focus enhancer to turn on to enable that macro photography. This is a wattle tree. You cannot get more quintessential Australian than this plant right here. These flowers are even on our coat of arms. It's got a nice little flower and the leaves are kind of cool as well. So what we're going to do is try the iPhone first. It's very simple, just like most things with Apple products. It just kind of works most of the time straight away. We'll get up nice and close to some of these flowers here, and it's automatically gone to macro mode. You can see that with the little flower icon down the bottom left-hand corner. I'll go over to these leaves here, and we'll try the leaves first. There's a shot there. Let's have a look. I've got live photo on, because I'm a dickhead. Let's go back to that. Turn live off, and we'll try it again. Nice and close. You can see how it jumps between macro and not macro. That's kind of cool. Anyway, let's get into this macro, onto some of these leaves. Get out of the way, you. That's pretty neat. The Samsung is, well, pretty much the same thing. As long as you've done what I said to do before, this will just work for you straight away again. I'm going to bring this in nice and close to these leaves. Right there. Because I do so much astrophotography on this channel, I had the delay shutter on. Anyway, let's have a look at that photo. Geez, that's sharp. It's pretty neat. Let's take some photos of more stuff. So what I should do is go back into my workshop in the same situation, the same setup as what I used in the macro video I did last time, and I might show you that ring. We'll see how good detail we can get out of that. I'm going to try the regimental ring again that I tried in the last video. Nice and close with the iPhone. There's the icon. Touch for focus. Hit the shutter button. That's good to go. Let's try the Samsung. We'll bring it down nice and close. Up close to the ring. The focus enhancer is on. I'm just going to move this light a little bit for this one. Because we've got a bigger camera bezel here, it's not quite in the same spot as the iPhone. I'll tell you what though, the detail that we're getting out of this thing, bloody hell. Let's move that around a little bit more. I knew where it was going to sit already for the iPhone because I did that in the last video. And if you watched that last video, you know what I'm looking for here, especially in the background. Now, if you're wondering what that light was, this light right here, this is the Ulanzi VL110. I've got a couple of these and I use them all the time for product photography that I do. Most lights that Ulanzi make do exactly the same thing. The number of LEDs may vary, but the functionality on them is generally the same. This one here is a little bit different because of the linear pattern of the LEDs on this. It just sets itself really, really well for product photography. VL110, absolutely worth it. It's a bloody good light. And when it comes to both of these cameras, both of these phones, the cameras on both of these phones, I don't know if you can see that, there's cows over here. Shut up, I'm trying to talk, they're bloody annoying. I think it's all about them. What I'm saying is, when it comes to these two phones, these are the flagship phones. I don't really like that term, but they are kind of the duck's nuts as far as each of those brands go. But is it better or is it not? And I'm going to say it really doesn't bloody matter, because they both do an amazing job. You've got a camera in your phone that at night you can take photos like this that I normally take on this channel, and then you can do exactly the same thing, change nothing, and take photos like this. What a bloody time to be alive if you're into photography. Anyway, that's it for today, guys. I'll catch you later.